Welcome to Karen Tyrrell's ISO Book Show, where I give away free books. Today I'm dressed as Pinny, the pink hippo from Flight of the Kite, a book about persistence. Exciting news. Today I interview the book creators, international award-winning animator, filmmaker, author and multimedia developer Penny Harris and talented illustrator Winnie Zhou. They created the Ginnie and Pinney Learn and Grow series, promoting emotional development and well-being. Did I pronounce it everything all right that time?
You did.
Yay!
Perfect.
Wonderful. The Finnish educational organisation, Hundreds, developed the Ginnie and Pinney Learn and Grow from 37 countries in 100 innovative educational programs. The Victorian Government's School Readiness Funding Menu recommended these books as a resource. Let's give Penny Harris and Winnie Zhou a very warm welcome.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
I have some questions for you. You ready?
Absolutely, Karen. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Okay, let's start. Penny, what's the Ginnie and Pinney Learn and Grow series?
Okay, so we wrote 8 books focusing on emotional intelligence, empathy, and ethical thinking for children 3 to 8. And we have on the back of each book little animated videos, and the stories are really fun whilst they're educational. They're really fun. They're all written to align with the Australian Early Years Learning Framework.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, Penny, please show us 4 of your books. We'd love to see them.
Sure. So we have, which you've just shown, Flight of the Kite.
Yes, matchy matchy.
Persistence. We have 3, 2, 1, Here I Come, which is a story about fairness. These are all emotional themes from the Early Years Learning Framework, as I said. Pinny the Winner, which is a story about selflessness. I have a bit of trouble saying that word, selflessness. And When I Grow Up, which is about self-identity.
Mm-hmm. And I will introduce the other 4 titles. We've got Movie Mayhem. It's a story about saying sorry. And Bedtime Story. It's a story about sharing. A Brand New Band. A story about inclusiveness. Ooh. And Roll Up, Clean Up. A story about taking responsibility. And that's 8 books.
That's the 8 books.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Lovely. Can't wait to read them all. Penny, what inspired you to write the Ginnie and Pinney Learn and Grow series?
So we had done quite a bit of research about what we're going to do with the gorgeous characters that Winnie had designed. I was her lecturer at Monash while she was doing her masters, and university that is, and I loved the characters that she did, and I thought, yeah, we could do something with these characters. And we basically took it from there. Reading the research, there was probably the most important research that I read was the Harvard Graduate School Education, which talked about teaching empathy and ethics to really young children, and how in doing so it develops them well for a positive adulthood. So that really triggered something in me. I'd also read an article in the local A newspaper, and that talked about, again, teaching ethics and empathy. And I made some contacts, some educators, and we got on board a professor of developmental psychology, a doctor of education, and a doctor of linguistics to help us develop the stories to fit in with the early years learning framework.
Wow.
I think it's a great opportunity to write these stories to encourage children in learning empathy and ethics. Yes.
Much needed in today's world.
Yes.
We really know that.
Wow, I'm very impressed. Very good, you know, creds. Excellent. Penny, how is, I won't even say your series, I've named that first word yet, because anyway, what is it? Ginnie? Ginnie. I got it right that time. The problem was I relearned it to Ginnie to Guinea, and then I'm sort of, now my brain's not quite over it. Anyway, back to the question. How is your series different to other picture books on emotional intelligence?
Well, I've already basically said that, you know, first of all, we work with very high-level academics to ensure that we were following very closely the early years learning framework, which is the overarching framework for Australian education for years. Our books, each of them have a QR code on the back of the book, which helps, when you use your QR code reader, will open up a little animated video of each story. So that's quite different. There's a very comprehensive teacher resource that has a number of questions that you can use to ask your children valuable questions. Books have been really designed to stimulate lively discussion for children and to really get them thinking. And they're quite dense, so you can read them at a very sort of, I guess, shallow level, or you can go much further into the emotions that all the characters show in each story.
That's excellent. That's a great way to do it. I'm actually got teaching background myself, so I can relate to your books. I was an early childhood teacher for many years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying, and I'm a mental health advocate too, so that's why I was so keen to interview you. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I might move on to the next question. I think this one is for you, Winnie.
Yes.
Winnie, how did your illustrations enhance the books?
Well, I think the facial expressions are the most important element in Ginnie and Pinney illustrations. So I I try to add detailed facial expressions to each character throughout each scene. So that in that way, it helps the children to recognize the facial expressions and to understand the various types of emotions and feelings. And that is also our goal for the Ginnie and Pinney Learn and Grow series, just to develop and to learn about empathy. And I try to keep the backgrounds of the illustrations simple, yes. So the children can be easily focused on the what the characters are and like how the characters reacting in each scene.
That's excellent. That's a great way to do it. Yeah, to focus on the expressions and their behaviour and what they're doing. Yeah. Well done.
Thanks.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, Penny. What's your positive messages for children in your book?
we are living through a very difficult time, or we have been living through a very difficult time. And we see examples of leaders of some countries that show limited empathy or ethics. And I truly feel, and it's backed by much evidence across the world, that teaching children empathy and ethical thinking really, really helps them to have, to grow into better adults. I think better's the wrong word, but adults who are well-performing, who are understanding and empathic. Yeah, I just want children to develop well, really. And if we can help in some way through these books, I'd be really, really happy.
I think a lot of people are going to be happy with your books if they haven't already discovered them, especially teachers and families. You've done a magnificent job. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Okay, now back to the book, Flight of the Kite.
Yes.
Penny, I was wondering if you could grab that book and pick your favourite page. It might be hard because there's so many favourite pages, and you might want to go and
it's really hard. I'll tell you why it's really hard. Can I tell you why it's hard?
Yeah, of course. It's your show.
Because, for example, this is at the beginning where Pinny wants to, it's a very windy day and Pinny wants to fly kites. And Ginny doesn't say anything other than, oh, I think it might be a little bit windy. What he's exhibiting is some really deep anxiety about the fact she might get blown away.
Yeah.
And he totally ignores her, and he goes up to his friends and they all think, yes, it's a great idea. So there's something about peer pressure here. So there's a discussion you can have with children about, you know, about peer pressure, because ultimately Ginny acquiesces to going to fly a kite. So they make and fly kites. So the whole sort of concept in the beginning is very important. And then it goes through and Pinny has trouble making a kite because he's in a hurry or he doesn't do it well. And in the end, the friends all get together and help Pinny make his kite. But the last page, which I really like, is that he claims that I've done it. I finally made a kite that flies. And then Ginny says to him, Pinny, I think it might be the best kite we have made. So they're pulling him up, or she's pulling him up on him taking credit for something that they all share doing. It's really hard to pick one page.
I can tell because there's so many fabulous positive messages there. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And what about you, Winnie? Can you pick out of one of your 8 books that you've illustrated and pick out of those one of 8 books, pick the favourite page? I know it's going to be hard, but...
Yeah, I had the same difficulty, like Penny just said. It's really hard to pick the favorite one page, but I got this one from movie Mayhem. It's a story about saying sorry. So in this scene, you can see pretty much every character in this scene except for Ginny. The reason why I like this page is every character has got different facial expression, and it shows their personalities, and they're all doing different things under the same circumstance. For example, like Pinny, because I'll just introduce this page a little bit, because the characters just all burst into Tao Tiger's house while he was having some quietness to himself. So as you can see, like Tao is not very happy. He is very annoyed. And all the other friends didn't really notice how Tao was feeling, and they were having their own fun. And some of them are even arguing here. So yeah, the reason why I like this page is there are a lot of things going on, and it shows the personality of all the characters.
Very good. Great choice, Winnie. I love that page too. All the characters, all the emotions. Wonderful. Okay, now Penny. Where can teachers and families find free teacher notes and the free videos, please?
Okay, so you either buy the full set. Yeah, I'm going to try and lift that up without knocking everything over. So this is the full set, and when you buy the full set, you get access to the videos through that QR code we talked about before, and the teacher notes are sent as a PDF. So you can go to our website, www.ginnieandpenny.com.au, or the publisher, www.bigskypublishing.com.au, or Booktopia, or you can buy single titles, and you can access the questions that are in the teacher resource are actually on our website. So if anyone buys a book, they are able to find those questions to use to help their children get the most out of the books.
Excellent. Okay, thanks, Penny. So I'd just like to say thank you very much to Penny.
Thank you, Karen.
And for the interview, you might just want to just hold there for a moment while I just do the book giveaway. If you want to show your puppets while I'm talking about the giveaway, feel free, and I'll just do the giveaway for this book. Okay, who wants to win a copy of Flight of the Kite? It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, subscribe to Karen Tyrrell Author Channel right here on YouTube. Comment below on why you want to win Flight of the Kite, and the winner will be announced right here on the 3rd of December, 4 p.m. AEST. Meanwhile, please, and you might like to join in too, meanwhile, please stay safe. Wash your hands, keep your social distance, and read, read, read. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
I'll just